I still need you to humble yourself, Jay Williams, and say, yo, Stephen A., you are correct.
No,
Say
I will
it.
never do that. I will never
Say
do
it.
that ever on
Say
national
it.
TV. No.
It's the absolute
No.
truth.
No.
Are you going to lie?
I can't say it.
What?
That's LeBron is not the GOAT. You were right.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I got it. Oh, we're just going to go. I don't have time to react, but I had a lot in my mind to say. It was a playoff atmosphere in Philly. Tickets going for as high as $4K. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving knew what it was. All eyes on us. Just demonstrative out there. A 29-point beatdown showing Philly there are levels to this. Harden, meanwhile, shrunk in the moment. It was the Sixers' first loss since he joined the team. James at the mic.
We got our ass kicked, and since I've been here, everything has been sweet, and we've been winning games, and so tonight was good for us, and we get an opportunity to come down to reality, watch film, and just continue to get better and making sure we hit the right strides.
Okay. It was not Puffer's James night. And then the other thing I have to say in defense of Russo, these chairs, aren't they kind of like low-key slippery?
Just stay in it. Don't
right?
move. Agree.
Right?
Agree.
You can't be wiggling around too much. Oh, big perk. I need to deal with you, though. I know you tried to play it off earlier, saying this is just a game. You lied to the American people. That was obvious. Maybe now you'll speak the truth. How concerned are you about your boy, James Harden, in big moments? Because last night was one, and last time I checked, it was KD and Kyrie who showed up.
Look, Molly, don't start this morning. Listen,
No.
how concerned
Sorry,
am I
started.
about a guy that is averaging 28 points for his career in the playoffs? I'm not concerned. Look, I understand about the moment last night and all that, but guess what? These next 6 games, I get it. The 76ers, they have to play the Orlando Magic. Then they play the Nuggets, the Cavaliers, the Mavericks, the Raptors, and the Heat. So I think those games are going to determine whether or not James Harden could bounce back. See, that's what I look at. Not just last night. I want to look at the bounce back and to see how the Philly overall is going to handle the adversity. But far as James, I have no concerns whatsoever because it's not just him. He has Joel Embiid to help him out. They both struggled last night, but James was just not into it. And I already gave credit to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving completely took him out of the game. Kyrie Irving completely made this personal. He took it personal. So I'm not disregarding that James Harden stunk the building up yesterday. He did. But am I concerned that he's going to continue to play like this? Or do I have any type of, thoughts in my head that he's going to struggle like this the remainder of the season and in the postseason? No, Molly, I'm not.
Oh, because your face looks a little anxious, so that's why. I didn't know.
It's right in the
I was
nose
just
there, Bridge.
there was a lot of stress
A little.
and tension happening.
I think that's for me, Molly.
So
Okay,
I was trying to believe it, but your face and your eyes were telling me something different. Wait, before we get to you, though, Monica, real
I
quick.
don't have my glasses on today.
No, it's all good. Listen, I can't see either. I've been wearing them since the 3rd grade. It's rough out here. But I gotta go back to something you said earlier in case there's a new audience. You issued an apology earlier. Do you want to just give that apology quickly
did.
again? Yeah. Do you just want to kind of give a quick
Yeah,
synopsis of that for the new audience? I think you should.
Yep. We all know that Kyrie Irving is box office. We know that he's one of the most skilled guys to ever play the game of basketball, that he could drop 50 on you in a game, 25 in a quarter. But I want to apologize to Kyrie Irving, and I want to say this. I will never say anything negative about Kyrie Irving again as long as I'm in the media, period. He won me over last night. I'm talking about the way that he set that tone defensively, the way that he took it personal against James Harden. Look, that's the type of energy I love. So however people feel about Kyrie Irving, Big Perk don't feel that way no more. And I told y'all earlier today, if Kyrie Irving goes on IG Live today and he's having that moment with Vibe with Kyle like he normally does every 3 or 4 months, and he's sitting Indian style and he's burning his sage, I'm going to be right there on IG Live sitting Indian style doing the same thing. I'm part of the Kyrie fan base now.
Big Perk, big bro. I have one question, though. If Kyrie can win you over in a single game with one night's performance, why should we, maybe not you, not be concerned about James Harden in a single night and one performance?
You know, I'm just going to leave because you ask way better questions than I do.
I love you, Molly. Don't leave.
No.
I need you.
Kirk, you heard that.
No, the reason. No, I heard him. I heard
stuttering
it
a little
loud
bit.
and
Hold on,
clear. And
take a deep
see,
breath.
now I feel. Here's the thing. Now I feel why Stephen A. be saying, you know, when we get up here and y'all try to tag team me. But look, I'm here for it. Okay. So let me tell you this. The
Please tell me.
reason I'm apologizing and I'm jumping on the Kyrie bandwagon and he won me over is because over the last few years, I have been beyond critical of Kyrie Irving. I've been beyond critical. And what happened was that I saw a different level of focus out of him. And it wasn't about scoring. It was his approach to the game yesterday that won me over. And I'm talking about just him picking up James Harden full court, things to that nature. Because it was, you know, belief out there that Kyrie could possibly walk away from the game of basketball. Some was questioning, did he even want to play the game of basketball?
Yeah.
A lot of us was questioning, did he still love the game of basketball? And last night showed me that passion, that love is still there. See, to all other casuals out there, they want to look at the points. They want to look at the crossovers, the Euro steps to the floaters. I looked at that defense, and I looked at how he wanted that matchup, and that's what won me over with Kyrie Irving. To answer your question,
All
Monica.
right. Cheers to that, because I feel you on that. I respect that. I have great appreciation for you coming to that conclusion. However, on the flip side, I do think last night's performance had the same weight for those that acknowledge that James Harden historically has not been able to show up in big games. And I want to use your word, Big Perk, approach to the game. That is a beautiful thing. That is very simple. And the approach to the game for James Harden has been to get to the free throw line. The Nets took that away from him early in the ball game. The approach to the game after that was I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to go home because we are already in good position in terms of the playoff standings, which to me is not the right approach because history says that this gentleman has struggled to show up on the biggest stages, which would be the playoffs. And so if one night's performance can have this much momentum and mean this much in terms of Kyrie, I'm just saying that it can swing the pendulum the other way in terms of giving great reason to be concerned about James Harden moving forward. And I know you're going to say the team around him. That is fantastic. Whoop-de-doo. Joel Embiid last night showed up. He competed. Didn't have the best floor game, but he competed. The point of James Harden being on this roster was not so that he could simply facilitate for the team around him. There is a degree with which he is expected to show up because of the pressure that he is now under after forcing his way out of not one, but two situations in a span of 3 years. So all I'm saying is, don't poo-poo this game away as if it means nothing because 10 years ago you was on the roster with James Harden. He scored 24 points in the fourth quarter versus San Antonio Spurs. It doesn't add up.
Just bring me back. I know we got to go. Just bring me back to this topic because I'm going to read you your rights.
Come on, let's go.
I'm gonna read you your
Because
rights.
baby, I got degrees out here, okay?
Hold
Come on,
up.
let's go.
Perk, Monica just had to address you like the numbers on the house.
Come on.
But you have time to, if you want to respond, you can respond real quick
If it
before I
can-
move on to the next subject. Or do you want to buy some time?
You know what?
Hold on, let me put my feet
You
up,
know
'cause I
what?
gotta-
This is the problem that I have, right? We all keep saying that James Harden doesn't show up. James Harden went to the Houston Rockets and made them relevant. This is a team that wasn't relevant since Elijah won and Clutch City. But hold on, no. Listen to what I'm saying, Monica. Let me finish.
I'm listening.
This is a team that was making it to multiple Western Conference Finals. The only team that they couldn't beat was the Golden State Warriors, and we're talking about a dynasty team. We're talking about one of the best teams that was ever assembled. That was the team that was in front of James Harden. Look, we all look at the last Game 7 or the Game 6, but we don't look at the games that got them to that point. Like, we don't look at James Harden when he had 40, 40-piece wing dinner, all drumsticks that in a game 2 or a game 3. We just remember the bad moments, but he has had more good moments than he had bad moments.
So are we trying to get there in Philly, or are we trying to win it? Are we counting the steps to get there, or are we counting rings? Because last time I checked, you had a ring, but I don't know. I think maybe we should carry on. I think we should just keep using Perk's lines against him. Come on, just carry on right now, because it's rough out here.
I didn't know,
it is
Molly,
rough out here for Big Perk.
Means so much, and I love the series. I didn't
It's hard
know.
for you out here. It's a good thing you stayed out there in H-Town. All right, here's what we need to talk about. I want to focus on Kyrie now that you gave him the